raw, and like pain, and just excruciating detail. Then there's the character of the poet, and this I wanted to be the character of the showgirl, which is like other aspects of a person's personality where you're funny and feisty and having a blast and flirty and sort of tongue-in-cheek and a little scandalous, and we're feeling all of it. By the way, I have to say, because I'm getting blinded, congratulations on your engagement. Oh, thanks.
Wow. Can I see?
Yeah, of course. Oh my lord. Can we look just at Taylor? Taylor, that is insanity. Well, he put a lot of work into that one.
He did. He did.
And then he had it for a really long time before he gave it to me too. He did?
Yeah.
So he custom designed it with this amazing jeweler who he made it with. It's gorgeous. Even the sides are beautiful.
I know.
I look at it constantly. It doesn't feel, in any way, normal for me. I'm just sort of like, oh man.
Whoa.
But it's more than that. He's just my favorite person I've ever met. No offense to everyone else. But the fact that this is the person I get to hang out with every day forever is just like, that's the whole thing of it. You look at that and you're like, I didn't hang out with him forever, and this represents that. That's the win. Well, I know that you did his podcast, New Heights, which, by the way, I have done, and since I've done his podcast, they've won every game. You know what? Don't think I didn't notice that. Thank you. Yeah. And so I want to thank you. I don't want any credit. Let's just not jinx anything. Let's not jinx anything. But it did happen, so we have to acknowledge certain superstitious things that cause a streak of winning. Yes, my head is very much there. And so thank you for acknowledging that.
No.
I was going to bring up the podcast only because you did the podcast to announce and reveal your album title.
Yes.
And then after that podcast, I think I'm right about this, it might be another rumor about you, but he went and you got engaged right after the podcast.
Yes.
So basically, I think for Travis the podcast was just sort of like a distraction, a ruse to keep me not looking out the windows of the house. It was all happening. Was the backyard normal when you got there? Like, I don't know. Every time he does the podcast, it's not like he blacks out all the windows. It's like the drapes, there's fully blackout drapes on every single window of the whole house. Yeah, like honey, this is real secret. I'm serious about this. And I really appreciate that. But then afterward, I kind of realized he was walking around sort of nervous about the podcast. He was like, my heart is racing. I know how much this means to you. I really want this to be what you hoped it would be. Because we've been talking about doing the podcast and announcing the album. He's like, my heart's racing. I've never seen this dude nervous ever. Of course, he's not nervous about the podcast. Not a nervous person. He's like, I wonder what questions I'm going to ask you. I know one. I know why. I know the big one, but I can't go for that yet. Yeah. I was like, and so he was like, do you want to go and just walk around the backyard and have a glass of wine? I'm like, I'm always going to want to do that. Always. And then I realized exactly why all the windows were curtained and why he was nervous. And yeah, look at this. Was the best possible case scenario. Look at that. That's what he was turning the backyard into. Like a secret garden. You've had a giant year. A lot of things to celebrate. You have the #1 album, you got engaged, you finally got the masters, you control all of your hard work. That's a lot. The roots know, like, we're all just out here in this crazy, insane music industry, and the fact that this happened still feels absolutely outlandish to me, because I kind of had made peace with the fact that I was going to re-record my music. I was going to try to replicate these songs as accurately and exactly as possible. That was just what I was going to do, because nobody had ever given me the opportunity to bid on my work before. So I was used to feeling whenever I would see one of my music videos that I'm really proud of from those first 6 albums, or when I would see an album cover of mine or hear one of the older songs, I'd get so sad and had to sort of create this protective layer of not really letting them in, not really like, oh, there's one of my music videos. Don't really look at it.
Don't get sad.
Don't let it ruin your day, because you don't own it. You don't own it, you never will, and that's just something you have to make peace with. So actually, I've had to reroute my entire absorption system of my own work to be just stoked whenever I see any of it, and it's the best feeling in the world. Thank you guys for caring about this at all. Listen to it all. Love it all. Next time you hear it, you'll go, I remember where I was when I recorded it. I remember where I wrote it. I remember to go back down memory lane. Also, that you re-recorded it was historic and cool. That was really fun. I love that you did. It really was fun. I know these aren't conversations typically had outside of behind closed doors, conference rooms, contract negotiation spaces in the music industry. The fact that when I told fans this is something I care about, and I know you don't have to care about it, it may not be something you've absorbed yourself, but the fact that fans cared means the world to me. I know it was a new topic of conversation to share publicly. Every artist doesn't have to care about owning their music, but I just wanted them to know this is a thing, and if you do care, negotiate to have it. Get in there. You're already inspiring thousands of artists to do that. It's really cool that you did that, and we're honest, and let us peek behind the curtain of what the business is. We don't get a huge peek, but a peek. I thought we could do something kind of fun here because you're Taylor Swift and you make a lot of headlines. There's a lot written about you on the internet every day.